Welcome back to your #1 top 4 I get product review today because with the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out, I ended up getting reached out to by the wonderful people over at COOWPS to look at a sling bag that they released it for traveling and safety for your Nintendo Switch. And of course, we're going to break down everything about it to see if it's something you might be interested in. Of course, that review is 100% my opinion on my own. I'm free to say whatever. All they did was just send it for free. But I will state, if you do want to pick this up, I will have a link below. And it do retail a link from the official website for $45.99. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. With it being a sling bag, of course, you can wear this in either across your chest or across your back. It does have also a handle on it. So if you do want to just straight up carry the bag, you can go ahead and do it that way as well. When it comes to the back of the backpack, it is padded around the shoulder / chest part with a adjustable strap that is removable, not completely removable from the carrying case itself, but you can detach it to change from left to right side, depending on how you wear your bags or comfort as well. And the back itself is, for the most part, pretty padded. I would say not the most padded thing, but it is padded nonetheless, which is honestly more than I can say about some backpacks I have used. Right along with a zipper on the back with an extra pocket that is big enough to actually hold your Nintendo Switch. Mainly the Switch screen anyway, Elite for the original Switch. I do not have a Switch 2, so that video is mainly just going to be using the Switch 1 for that, which it does indeed fit. Like I said, in the back, zipper heel, and of course you can put other stuff in there as well. But when it comes to the front of the carrying bag, the main thing of important here is, of course, how well is it actually protected. And of course, that front is like, I wouldn't say it's a hard plastic by any means. As you can see, it is bendable, but it is, for the most part, pretty heavy duty. So if you are just doing base hits, you shouldn't have any issue here. I feel like should be hard enough, especially when we get inside of that bag, since there is plenty of other padded in this. So to go ahead and break into it, we do have, of course, 2 zippers that you can go ahead and use here like you would see in a normal backpack. But the inside itself do have a few more packages, as you can see, or pockets. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the side here with all the straps. And of course, we do have some Velcro straps here for it that you can go ahead and secure your items. And when it comes to that, we have 2 major pockets. We got that smaller pocket over here on the right. That one, obviously, you would think would be for like USBs or maybe for the Switch controller Joy-Con. And yes, a Joy-Con for Elite Switch 1 do fit inside of the pocket. And then for the bigger pocket, the Nintendo Switch screen also have no issue going in with plenty of room here. And once again, you can strap it down with the belt clothes as well. So you can go ahead and get your stuff in here. And this stuff here is, once again, since this is on the back, is a little bit padded. You can kind of see how thick this is. It is a little cushy, so you will be getting a little bit of padding there. And then when it comes to the other side of the bag as well, we got a few more pockets over here. First of all, we do have a small little pocket up here. Pretty sure it meant for you to put maybe earbuds or maybe Nintendo Switch games in it, like the cartridges. If you're someone who more have little carrying cases, or you don't want to deal with a big case. Any of the flip cases are not that big, but either way. And then of course we do have a bigger pocket here on the front that is deep enough to actually hold your Nintendo Switch in it. So if you do want to put it in that way, you can. And then when it comes to the 2 little smaller pouches, from messing around with this, it seemed like this is more like maybe for, I'm guessing, the USBs or whatnot, because sadly the Joy-Cons do not have enough room because the top part here is not stretchy enough for, of course, your Joy-Con to fit in. So sadly, your Joy-Con will not be going in this side. And then when you come to this side here, you will be big enough to get your Nintendo Switch in here. Just know it's a little bit of a tight fit. And of course, if you do want to carry your cases around, sadly, you are pretty much stuck with it back pocket for any Nintendo cases you have if you do carry around the box with you, because they won't fit in it. So it's safe to say this side is obviously a little bit more for USBs and stuff. But like I said, that big old pocket here on the top pretty much can hold your Switch, your games, whatever you want here. And then of course, other than that little pocket at the top here for your game, we do have another pocket right here on the front. And that pocket is about the same amount of depthness, just like wider across. So once again, more USB stuff. So it's safe to say, if you do want to carry your Nintendo Switch in that type of bag, you are going to be looking at mainly putting it here, which will be again the padding of the back. And then, of course, your USBs and stuff and games will be here. So overall, the bag itself is, once again, is actually fairly decently padding in the back. The front, I wouldn't, put anything heavy on top of the front by any means. But overall, I do gotta say, it is comfortable. It is, padding is nice for the shoulder. And of course, the actual adjustable strap is like more of a silky feeling, not like hard plastic like you could see in some other backpacks. So on that end, it actually pretty nice and overall comfortable. But if you are planning to use this, of course, anything beyond just a Nintendo Switch bag, which, you might need a bigger bag depending. But for the size of it, I got already a few uses outside of just carrying around Nintendo Switch up. So I wouldn't honestly only recommend it for Nintendo Switch. I would also recommend this for any of you guys that have like art supplies or anything, because I can see that being very helpful in some way, because that kind of what my plan going to be long term for this. But if you do want to pick it up from COOWPS official website, I will have a link to the website, and if it on Amazon, which I believe it should, I will have an affiliate link for Amazon listed below as well. And yeah, overall, I think it's a decent little backpack. Once again, your mile might vary, especially if you want something a little bit bigger, like the Stream Deck. And of course, once again, this is supposed to be compatible with the Nintendo Switch as a whole, Switch 1 and Switch 2. But once again, I don't have a Switch 2 to test that. But at least with Switch 1, it worked really good. But once again, depending on what you're using it for, it's up to you to decide if it's something you are interested in. But nonetheless, overall, decent little backpack. Once again, sent to me by a COOWPS, but my opinions alone. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Link in the description for all this stuff. And I guess, once again, big thank you to COOWPS for sending this out. With all that, that's going to go ahead and do it for me for today. But I will be back soon with any more gaming stuff, and who knows, maybe more gaming product in the near future. You never know. So make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells below, and I will go ahead and see you in the comments.